What's up? What's happening? What's popping? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great episode of Simone with the Sports. I'm Simone, bringing you guys a daily sports talk. So if you're new here, if you're old here, you haven't already subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you stop what you're doing, leave a comment, subscribe, keep rocking with me. Also, make sure you check out the links down below. The first link is to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel that you love so much. Second link is to shop the official Simone with the Sports merch collection. And the last link is to subscribe to our podcast, Tough Calls, where me and Dylan have some of your favorite sports analysts, reporters, former and current athletes chopping up with us on the pod. And lastly, turn notification bells on because the videos are coming like boom, 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 and you don't miss a single video or a single live stream. So y'all, today we got some breaking news in the NBA. It's buzzing news, but it's not really breaking news. So the Indiana Pacers have said today that they are in a rebuild mode. I mean, the team has been sucking all season, but they're willing to give up a lot of their cornerstone pieces. So they said that they're willing to trade Symmones, Myles Turner, and Caris LeVert. All three of those guys will shore up any team. Caris LeVert is giving very much depth piece to me, but Myles Turner is the biggest headline because Myles Turner, y'all, is having a heck of a season, and he can really turn a team, in my opinion, from mediocre to championship, and he can turn a championship team into a championship potential team to a lock. Myles Turner is averaging 39% from three right now this season, and he's averaging 2.8 blocks per game. Myles Turner is that stretch five that can turn a front court around, and he's young as well, so he's somebody who you can have longevity with on your roster. Now, y'all, it's a lot of teams, of course, that will want Myles Turner. There's two teams that I think that would be the most interesting if Myles Turner goes to. Number one for me is the Golden State Warriors. Now, we know Golden State is already putting together a championship season. Right now, Golden State is looking unstoppable. They're running the East, they're running the West. No matter who they're facing, they look dominant. Now, of course, they play the game against the Suns. They split the Suns. The Suns look really good against them. A great matchup that will be great to watch in the Western Conference playoffs. Could be a Western Conference championship matchup. But y'all, the Warriors, the thing that makes the Warriors so scary is that they don't even have Klay Thompson, their second best player, arguably a top performer on them on the team, because Klay Thompson is someone who does it on both ends of the court. No shade to Steph Curry. I mean, Steph Curry is MVP, but Klay Thompson is such an important and vital piece to the Warriors is because he's a guard that's going to lock down the team's best player and drop 20-some points for you on offense. They don't even have Klay Thompson back, but the Warriors are looking like they're ready to go and, be dominant again. Hey, we don't need Kevin Durant to do it again. But y'all, if the Warriors are already top right now in defensive rating, and if the Warriors add Myles Turner, it's scary hours. It's quiet for all these other teams. And what makes the Warriors a front runner, in my opinion, for Myles Turner is because the Warriors have a lot of young pieces that they can be willing to trade. They can trade Wiseman, they can trade Looney in a package for Myles Turner. Now, Wiseman is supposed to be that guy that was going to come in and shore up that front court. It's supposed to be Wiseman and Draymond Green, and Wiseman has shown a lot of potential, but he's battled a lot of injuries, so we haven't really got to see what Wiseman can really be. Now, Myles Turner is going to be when they drafted Wiseman, what they wanted Wiseman to be next to Draymond Green, locking down that front court. The Warriors, like I said, are already a championship caliber team. If they add Myles Turner, it's a wrap for all these other folks. Like, that's what's going to put them over the edge on the Suns. How would a team be able to attack a Draymond Green and a Myles Turner defense? Also, Myles Turner is, like I said, he can stretch the floor, so he's a guy that can create space, let the guards attack the rack. When he's rolling out to the perimeter, he's a threat out there, so he's going to space the floor. He can get the pick and roll going at the top of the key for any team as well, and especially the Warriors. It will be a lot for the Warriors with championship. Now, the Warriors are one of the front runners, in my opinion, because, like I said, they have those young assets that they can trade to the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers, in my opinion, when a team is rebuilding, usually they want young pieces back. On the flip side, we're going to talk about another Western Conference team. I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter asking at Lakers, at the Lakers, at Lakers, get Myles Turner. Let's get Myles Turner. We need to get Myles Turner. Now, obviously, the Lakers have Anthony Davis back there, but of course, it's a drop-off when it comes to the front court behind Anthony Davis. DeAndre Jordan hasn't been wowing. We know Dwight Howard hasn't been wowing either. I don't know how I feel about the two big lineup in LA. There's a lot of Lakers fans, like I said, that's asking for Myles Turner. They want a backcourt with Anthony Davis and Myles Turner. Let Anthony Davis play the 4, predominantly, and play the 5 whenever he wants to. But my thing now, adding Myles Turner to the Lakers would definitely make them a much better team. The Lakers right now, they're lacking offensively. They're lacking defensively as well. And like I said, Myles Turner, it will be someone that can be a rim protector, and he can space the floor as well. So that same addition that he would add to a front court with Draymond Green, he would add to addition with Anthony Davis. However, I don't think that front court help is the biggest need for the Lakers if they want to turn things around. I think that the Lakers have too many specialty players and not enough players that are good at multiple things. They don't have that two-way player. They don't have that 3 and D wing. They don't have those two-way wing players. I think the Lakers' biggest need, and I think a lot of Lakers fans would agree with what I'm saying, I think their biggest need is getting those two-way players, guys that can do both. A Jeremy Grant, someone who can play defense and then also create his own shot, add a lot of offense as well. A lot of people asking for Justin Holiday as well, another guy that can create for himself on the perimeter, create for himself on the wing, and then also play some solid defense on the other end. I think that's the Lakers. Now, would Myles Turner make the Lakers better? Yes, but I don't think that's the long-term. I don't think that's the long-term help that the Lakers need. Like I said, I think the long-term help that the Lakers need is to get away from all those specialty players and get some two-way players, some two-way 3 and D wing creators. So the Lakers, in my opinion, they're not even going to have the assets to get a Myles Turner. Like I said, the Pacers are trying to rebuild. Who will the Lakers have to give the Pacers? They have a lot of veteran role players. They have a lot of veteran bench role players, but they don't have a lot of young role players. I see people talking about Talon Horton-Tucker. That is not going to be enough to win a trade to get Myles Turner away from the Pacers, and they're not. I don't think the Lakers will be able to outbid a team like the Warriors, who has a lot of young players. Now, this is a good move for the Warriors, but then again, the Warriors will have to give up a lot of their depth pieces, and which, I mean, their starting lineup will be amazing, of course, but they're going to have to give up a lot of their depth and a lot of their bench pieces, which could be a concern come playoff time, because, you know, in the playoffs, you really rely some games on your depth pieces and your bench. But I definitely think overall, I mean, this move would be super scary for the Warriors. I know it's a lot of Lakers fans asking for Myles, but I don't think that's the best. I don't think that's the biggest need. Like I said, I think the biggest need is some two-way players, some players that can do it on both ends of the court, some players that's not going to be a liability on one end of the court and that can help offensively and defensively at the same time. Plus, I don't think the Lakers have the assets. But if the Warriors can get it done, everybody better watch out. It's a lot for the Warriors. The Warriors get Myles Turner. But guys, let me know what you think. Make sure you like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, keep rocking with me. Check out the links down below. Buy me that coffee, and until I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.